Y'all, Yaya Mayweather just attacked NBA YoungBoy's pregnant wife, and now he's snapping on her. Sources say it went down during a private family event where Yaya allegedly ran up on YoungBoy's current wife, Jazlyn, knowing full well that she's pregnant. It wasn't just a shouting match. Witnesses claim Yaya allegedly put her hands on her, even though Yaya is also pregnant by YoungBoy. Now, NBA YoungBoy is done playing nice, and insiders say he's raging behind the scenes, talking lawsuits, full-on cut off, and finally shutting down whatever twisted grip Yaya still has on his life. But this wasn't just out of the nowhere. Yaya's reportedly been spiraling for weeks, jealous, unhinged, and convinced that YoungBoy's new wife stole him from her. And with both women now pregnant, fans are saying that the situation's not just messy, it's out of control. And this isn't just petty drama anymore, this is war. Let's get into it. Now, if you don't know who Yaya Mayweather is Floyd Mayweather's daughter. And NBA YoungBoy, well, he never been in the NBA, but he be rapping and stuff like that, you know, for the aunties out there. But if you've been following Yaya and NBA YoungBoy's drama since the beginning, then you already know the chaos runs deep. But this is something else entirely, because even after he married a whole other woman, Yaya Mayweather didn't back off. In fact, insiders say she still secretly saw him behind that woman's back, and not just linking up casually either. Allegedly, Yaya was still doing the deed with him without protection, and now she's pregnant. But what's messy is that his wife also is pregnant with their third child with YoungBoy, which means that he currently has two women pregnant at the same time, y'all, the same time. And here's the part that's blowing this whole thing up, is that Yaya was still showing up acting like nothing was wrong even after he got married. She still tried to mark her territory and felt entitled to him, like that ring didn't mean a thing. But what Yaya didn't see coming was the while she was still creeping around with NBA YoungBoy, he got his wife Jazlyn pregnant too. And the second that news got out, Yaya lost it. People close to her say she went off on everybody around her, cutting folks off, blowing up behind closed doors, and making it clear that she wasn't okay with none of it. But the real drama was what happened with Jazlyn. According to multiple insiders, Yaya didn't just get mad, she tried to fight Jazlyn over the pregnancy, while she herself is also pregnant with NBA YoungBoy's child. She allegedly tried to jump his wife for being pregnant at the same time, like a whole married wife audacity. But that's when everything changed. Everybody already knew that Yaya had a history of going too far when it comes to NBA YoungBoy, but putting her hands on his wife sent shockwaves through the entire fan base. It wasn't just messy, it was unhinged. And now, people are saying that this isn't even the worst of it. The situation behind the scenes is getting uglier by the day, and the way that Yaya's moving, it looks like she's not done yet. And this might just be the beginning of a full-on meltdown, one that's about to play out in front of everybody. But honestly, maybe we should have seen this coming, because when it comes to NBA YoungBoy, Yaya's always been ready to fight everybody, literally. And being a daughter of a whole boxer, we probably know she got hands. And this isn't new behavior, because back in 2020, she was arrested after things got violent at YoungBoy's Houston home. And it wasn't just a yelling match then either, because she stabbed LaPatra Jacobs, who was rumored to be his girlfriend at the time. Girl, why he always got another woman on the side? He don't want you. But the incident landed Yaya in some serious legal trouble, and it showed just how far she's willing to go when she feels threatened or replaced. It's giving daddy issues, but Yaya showed up, saw LaPatra there, and things went left fast. And according to reports, she pulled a knife and attacked her right there in the house. LaPatra was injured so badly, she had to undergo emergency surgery. And the situation was serious enough that Yaya ended up pleading guilty to aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and instead of jail time, she was sentenced to 6 years probation. It was one of the first public signs that Yaya was willing to go all the way when it came to YoungBoy, and the level of obsession hasn't slowed down since. But what really had people talking wasn't just the fight, it was how YoungBoy reacted afterwards. Instead of cutting ties off with Yaya or distancing himself from her and her drama, he put her front and center on the cover of his album 38 Baby 2. That move confused everybody. Was he sticking beside her, sending a message, or was he just playing mind games with all the women in his life? Now, with fresh rumors that Yaya might be pregnant again, fans are looking back at the moment differently. Her altercation with LaPatra is being brought up all over again, and people are pointing out just how lucky LaPatra was to make it out alive. Because when you compare it to how things went down with Jazlyn, it almost feels like she got off easy. Yaya didn't her, but the rage was still there. And if there's one thing everybody knows by now about Yaya, is that she does not play about NBA YoungBoy. Even if he's really not hers to fight for. It's giving toxic, and as toxic as Yaya can be, it's not hard to understand where it comes from. She grew up in a world built on chaos with Floyd Mayweather as her father. Her childhood was surrounded by wealth, fame, fighting, and non-stop cameras. She never had to worry about material things, but people have always questioned what was going on emotionally behind the scenes. Floyd was constantly in the spotlight, always on the move, and his relationships were almost always on the headlines for all the wrong reasons. There were public fallouts, accusations, and a pattern of dysfunction that played out in front of the world. And now watching Yaya move through the same kind of mess with NBA YoungBoy, it feels like she's trapped in that exact same cycle. Different man, same chaos. And when she started making headlines for her own choices, the connection to her upbringing became even clearer. Not long after her probation started in late 2020, Yaya got a tattoo of NBA YoungBoy's face on her arm. It was her way of proving some loyalty, making it clear that no matter what happened, she was still his. But even when people dragged her for it, called her obsessed, and warned her to walk away, Yaya kept showing up. She posted him, defended him, and stayed close no matter how chaotic things got or how many times he moved on with somebody else. She never really let go. But to be fair, it's not like all that loyalty was one-sided. NBA YoungBoy definitely kept her in the picture. Literally, like her picture on his album. Even while building a life with somebody else completely. He knew exactly what he was doing, and he just kept stringing her along and messing with her mind. But just a couple of months ago, after her 25th birthday, he bought her a Lamborghini truck while being a whole married man. And that move sent the internet into a frenzy because it showed that no matter how far he seems to move on, he never really lets Yaya go either. It's given polyamorous. But the drama didn't stop at the gifts or the rumors, and fans and bloggers were locked in, tracking every move and picking apart every detail. The speculation never really went away, but some people say that Yaya and YoungBoy were just co-parenting. Others were convinced they were still seeing each other behind the scenes, and either way, the public saw the chaos unfolding in real time and they couldn't look away. But YoungBoy's unpredictability only made things worse. One day he was playing husband with Jazlyn, the next he was showing Yaya all this attention and making her feel like she mattered and was special to him. And that constant back and forth kept everybody guessing. It also kept Yaya stuck right in the middle of the spotlight, and when you look at the pattern, it makes perfect sense how she ended up pregnant again. And the cycle never really stopped, it just got quieter. Until it didn't. But things got even messier once Jazlyn's pregnancy became public and the rumors about Yaya started swirling again. And that's when people really began connecting the dots. Social media lit up with questions. Was NBA YoungBoy about to have two women pregnant at the same time? Having some Irish twins? Was this yet another chapter in the same toxic cycle, or something even more calculated? Well, fans couldn't stop talking and the speculation only grew louder as both women stayed silent. And the rumors about Yaya being pregnant again started flying the moment new videos and pictures surfaced online. In the clips, she was out in the public, walking around with what looked like a clear baby bump. And let's just say she didn't look a little pregnant, she looked very pregnant. And that was all it took for the internet to start spiraling. People started zooming in, comparing older photos and digging for clues, and just like that, the speculation turned into full-blown belief. Because with Yaya, when there's smoke, there's absolutely a whole forest fire. But the internet did not hold back, and as soon as the rumors started picking up, fans flooded the comments calling Yaya embarrassing for still getting caught up with YoungBoy's mess. The fact that she's pregnant again while he's married to someone else and expecting another baby with Jazlyn was enough to send social media into overdrive. And here came all the smoke and judgment. People started asking the same question they've been asking for years. Why does Yaya keep letting herself get pulled back into NBA YoungBoy's chaos? Especially after everything that's been happening. He married somebody else after he met her, publicly moved on, and has had multiple kids with other women since. Yet somehow Yaya keeps ending up in the middle of it all. And this time it might come with another baby attached. It wasn't just the pregnancy rumors that had people talking. Every time Yaya made a move, the conversation always circled back to her relationship with YoungBoy. Fans kept debating whether she was still holding on to the hope of being with him for real, or if she was just too deep in the chaos to even walk away. One moment that really stirred things up was when she posted a photo of a ring on the finger with the caption, "Upgraded my ring, #Masa." The hashtag is the title of YoungBoy's new album, and to make it even more obvious, one of his songs was playing in the background, and fans caught the drift immediately. But to them, it wasn't just a flex, it was looking like a message, like Yaya was still trying to claim her spot, still trying to prove that she was the one who mattered the most. And after everything that's happened, people saw it for what it was, a desperate attempt to hold on to a man who's already moved on in every way but one. But it looks like Yaya might have finally overplayed her hand when she went after Jazlyn, because word in the streets is that YoungBoy is furious about the whole situation, and insiders are saying things between him and Yaya are shakier than they've ever been. The question now is, will he finally cut her off for good and focus on protecting his wife and their unborn child, or will he slip and dip with Yaya and protect their unborn child? Well, honestly, knowing how messy this triangle has always been, it just seems unlikely that this is going to go well at all. Because no matter how chaotic things get, YoungBoy has never fully let Yaya go. And if history tells us anything, the story is far from over. At this point, it's not just jealousy, it's obsession. Like, Yaya has been spiraling for years, but going after a pregnant woman might have finally crossed that one line that even YoungBoy can't ignore. Now the question isn't just what happens next, it's how far is she willing to go before somebody finally steps in. Because if YoungBoy really is done with her this time, Yaya's not just losing the man, she's losing the only thing she's ever fought this hard to keep. And at the end of the day gon' end. And one thing about this drama, it ain't over.